Hey guys, welcome back to Foxhill Homestead. I'm Sarah, and today we're going to be talking about a sourdough discard recipe. Sourdough discard is what you take off of your sourdough starter whenever you're feeding it, and it's not going to rise bread, but can make some yummy, tasty treats. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make what I call a dump skillet, and you just take whatever leftover vegetables and seasonings you have, dump it into the sourdough discard, and then you fry it up, preferably on a cast iron skillet. Enjoy!
So you're going to start with whatever types of random vegetables you have in your fridge. Right now we have a little bit of leftover spinach and a clove of garlic. So we're going to use the spinach for some vitamins and nutrients and whatnot. And then the garlic is going to be for flavor. And I like to chop up my spinach really small so that toddlers and husbands alike don't know that they've got some healthy food in there. And then this is the sourdough discard, so it's not very bubbly, and that's okay because we're just going to throw it on a pan. And it's kind of, you can see the consistency of pancake batter, and that's what we want. I'm going to mix it up really well, make sure that everything is distributed evenly, and then we're going to move on to our seasonings, which we're not going to use very much. That's one of the wonderful things about sourdough is you don't have to use a lot to make it taste good. It already has a natural, rich flavor. That's some salt that we're going to throw on there. I don't really measure anything. Garlic powder, and then some pepper. Season this to your family's taste. We like a lot of salt, very little pepper, and a lot of onion powder. And then this is a preheated cast iron skillet. I put some butter on it already, and we're gonna go ahead and just dump it in. And that's why I call it a dump skillet, because you dump in your vegetables and then you dump it in the pan, and easy peasy lemon squeezy. I like to use this baking spatula because it is the best way to get all of the sourdough out, and that way you're not wasting anything. If you guys have any tips on how to deal with flies this summer, you should definitely comment those below, because this summer has been the summer of the flies. Okay, so once it starts to look bubbly like this, it kind of looks like a savory pancake, and that's what we're going for. It's kind of crispy and brown on the edges, so you just want to check to make sure it comes up nicely, and if it does, then you're ready to flip. And you'll just flip the whole thing, and don't worry if you don't do it perfectly. Obviously I don't. You just can adjust it and move on. While we're finishing up the skillet, we're going to throw on some eggs. Right now we are not using our farm fresh eggs because our chickens are being a little bit stingy and we're not going to force them, so these are some store-bought, but it's definitely better with farm fresh eggs. So I like to cut it into 4 pieces. I like to cut it like a pizza, and this can either serve 2 or 4 people depending upon how hungry you all are. And then just throw the egg on top, and I like to drizzle on a little bit of ranch, and you're good to go.
Alright, so we're outside and we're going to enjoy this dish out in the beautiful weather here on the homestead. Jeffrey's never tried this before. I have, so I'm going to let him eat it first and see what he thinks.
And what do you call this dish?
I call it a sourdough dump skillet because I dump whatever I have left over in the fridge into it.
Okay, so
Sometimes
should I?
roosters.
Yeah. So should I try it all together or
I would
try
get a
it
bite
separate?
of the egg yolk and get a little bit of the ranch.
Okay.
And normally I would put microgreens or sprouts on top of this, but I don't have any right now, so.
All right. Here we go. First ever bite of the trash can skillet.
Is it good?
Yeah, that's really good.
Yep, you're right.
One thing we said off camera was she would usually have the eggs to be like over easy instead of kind of
Scramble over hard.
yeah, hard yolk. Usually she would have a runny yolk. And I could see that that would be better. I prefer a nice runny yolk.
Me too. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this recipe on how to use sourdough discard. And if you have any ideas of your own on how to use sourdough discard, this is something I kind of make up on my own as I go. So if you guys have something that you do with sourdough discard like that, then go ahead and comment down below.
Yep. Also make sure to check out our Instagram, Foxhill Homestead. The picture is of a rooster that was taken on this farm. So just make sure you follow us on Instagram.
Thank you so much for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already and give us a big thumbs up.